Hello guys, this is Rat Ruse 498 and this is a 2v2 commentary battle on Shogun 2 Total War. I'm Gash and 2 cents is Ruse and we're fighting the Gerudo clan, a couple of guys from there. So this is my build. I have got 3 bow units. I have got 3 Yari Ashigaru. I have 4 Katana Sam. My Avatar General. Over on this side I have another Yari Ashigaru, 2 Matchlock Ashigaru, and 1 Katana Cav, and 1 Yari Cav. So Ruse's build, he has got 2 bow units, he's got a couple of Yari Ashigaru, he has about 4 Katana Samurai, and he has 2 Katana Cav, and 2 Warrior Monk Cav, I believe. So this is one of our opponent's builds. No bow units. A few lone swords, a couple of matchlocks, a few spears, which are visible, and I believe he's also got a couple of katana samurai. And this is the other opponent, and he has pretty much the same build. I don't believe there's any bows. A couple of matchlock units, a few lone swords, a few katana samurai, some Yari Ashigaru, and he also has a couple of great guard, I believe. Oh, so he's got some bows as well. So he had some bows. Right, so Ruse has just come forward. He's got a couple of bow cav there, which he must have hidden when I first looked. So he's got a couple of bow cav, and he starts skirmishing off with his opponent. And over here is a load of hidden cav coming out from the guy with the red and black flags. So he has quite a bit of hidden cav around there. So seeing that, I'm going to decide to start wrapping around his flank. And Ruse is just going to keep going in and skirmishing. Getting some free shots off as best that he can. He's trying to practice to use these bow cav. I used to use them a little while ago. I gave up on them. I found them completely useless. If anyone has any excellent uses for them, or any footage anywhere of some brilliant uses of bow cav, that'd be brilliant, because we're kind of struggling on finding decent ways to use them. So we're kind of moving up onto the centre of this little hill. There's a little ridge here, and we're moving up to the centre of that. The two opponents are a pretty long way away from each other to start with. But I believe they've done this to try and double team Ruse. So my bow's quickly firing off, getting some cheap shots at his matchlocks. But what they've done is they've managed to get one right the way around the flank, and the other one's going to kind of join up over there. I've got my matchlocks coming around on the flank, and they're going to continuously go around on the flank. Ruse put his bow cav just a little bit too far forward there and got caught out a little bit. But as I say, we're trying to use them, but struggling a little bit, I suppose. Some cav going in, so he moves his spears forwards. The bow cav do actually get hit by a Yari here, but his bows get away. The bow cav do surprisingly well actually against this Yari unit. It's quite amusing. They don't actually lose too many. The spears then come in and the Yari run away. So just a little bit of skirmishing going on at the moment. A few minor skirmishes everywhere, but nothing really. No real attacks been made yet by anybody. So the bows are firing off. I don't fire at anything in the forest with my bow units, so I'm shooting at the units furthest to the back, and my matchlocks are going to deal with the units in the forest, so a lot more capable of shooting through the forest than the bows are. I believe it must be because of the leaves or something, I don't know. But here the attack's going to start really now, and they're going to try and double team Ruse, and one's going to come from the front, one's going to come from the side, like any decent double team. That's what they're going to do. Ruse is going to have to pull all his units back now, and he's going to have to try and form back up with me. I'm probably a little bit late reacting, to be honest. I probably could have done more a little bit earlier. But my matchlocks now are down to the bottom left hand, and they're going to start shooting through this forest. There's a lone sword unit around there and a Yari Ashigaru unit down there. So we're going to start shooting at them, killing them off. Ruse has pulled back a little bit now, which gives him a little bit of extra time, a little bit extra time for me to go through there. Here's that lone sword unit, just going to get shot up. So all our bows are now firing, and my bow's been doing quite a lot of damage lately. I'm quite enjoying them, to be honest. Around this flank we've got all my opponent's cav, and I see my opponent sending his cav, so I arrange some spears to go across. 2 spear units, as you can see, are going to move across, and they're going to take out the flank and the rear to stop that cav from getting behind us. Ruse has sent his cav through on the lone swords, attacking him from the front. And at the moment, I'm really pretty much not doing much at all, to be honest. So I'm kind of not really helping out too much at all. So, my bad, really. But my Katana Cav are going to go in and they're going to help out with this sword battle. But this should be pretty easily won. Because the opponents have matchlocks and a big cluster of men like that, the matchlocks are going to absolutely love that. So there's going to be quite a few losses there. Over on this flank, I've got my matchlocks still firing in. I'm going to continuously just move them around the flank, basically. It's just basically keeping the flank busy over there with a couple of cheap units. So now I'm going to commit my katanas in. My katanas are pretty good quality units. They've got quite a bit of experience on them, which is why I've got so few units. Cav coming in from the back, so my swords are going to go in. Basically, a huge melee going on in the centre now then, with a few of Ruse's katanas, a few of my katanas, and katana Cav in there as well. Round the flank round there, my matchlocks are still moving around. The Cav from the back have been held up on the spears. Ruse has also got his general, who is now a melee general. He changed it, so he's having a lot of fun with him. And he's fighting off some great guard and stuff up there with my spears, so we'll be able to win that pretty comfortably over there. I've also got spears on the left hand side dealing with Cav there, and in the centre we've got all the rest of our units still meleeing off. So down here, my unit's shooting his general, and he's going to get rid of him pretty soon, I think. Cav unit comes through, I believe Katana Cav come through, so I'm going to rush my spears up. Always keep spears with your missile units, just because they're such an easy target for Cav. So just keep your spears up with them. In the centre down here, we're doing a pretty okay job, really. The melee battle with the swords will be pretty even, but our missile units will help out a huge amount. So I've got 3 decent quality bow units, bow warrior monks, I believe. Ruse has got a couple of decent quality bow units as well. So basically, with these units supporting us, they'll be pretty easy to win any kind of melee battle. It's kind of the idea. You want to win your skirmish battle first, if there is one, and then your missile units can support your melee units as they're attacking. So it helps out a huge amount. So this is pretty much it now, really. There's very few units left that could do us any damage. We've got Cav going in the front and the back. Sword units all going through the centre, all our missile units still firing off. So it was really just a very good game to our opponents. I'd like to thank them for playing. Also like to thank Ruse, as always. Excellent teammate. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Also check out my other channels list. A couple of new ones on there for you might want to check out. Including a German one for any of you German-speaking viewers out there. So that's it, guys. So thank you very much, and I'll see you later on. And goodbye. Bye-bye.